Distance 1450. TAS normal is 190. TAS reduce 160. Track 132 up to CP 26040. After CP 35060. Okay. FOB 18,000 kg. Reserve is 1000 kg. FC normal 1850. FC reduce 1450. Okay. Now, it is saying find out PNR assuming engine failure at PNR. So, the first problem is we need to see which wind we are using in this case. A, B. Wind up to CP is given this, wind after CP is given this. So, the first task is to find out where is the CP itself, right? Let's assume CP is here. Now, as per the concept of CP, it says it is a point after which at which you take same time to come to the departure and same time to go to the destination. So we'll just figure out what is the CP. Ground speed CP to A. CP to A will be called what? Out or home? CP to A, home, right? Your track is reciprocal of 132. This is 132. So 3, 1, 2. Winds in this case you will use up to CP, which is 26040. Now TAS. CP is the point where if engine fails, you can come back or you can go back to destination. So your TAS use will be reduced TAS. So TAS here is 160. So you get ground speed 132 knots. Is that okay? Second, ground speed CP to B, it will be called out. Track will be 132. Now winds would be 35060. Winds is 35060. TAS, again, reduced TAS, 160. So ground speed is 203. Now we got everything. Distance DCP is equal to DH upon O plus H. So D is given as per question 1450. H is home, which is 132 upon 130 O plus H 132 203. This gives you a distance of 571 nautical mile. So my CP is lying at 571 nautical mile. We have to figure out if PNR is after CP or before CP. So for this you can put a test. Assuming this was a CP at a distance of, what distance was CP? 571 nautical mile. We have to see where is the CP PNR in relation to CP. So we assume for this test purpose PNR is at CP. We are assuming if PNR is at CP, how much fuel we will consume overall. So now standard PNR basics. You will go to PNR. When you are going to PNR, there is no engine failure, you will go on full. Then PNR says you will come back within the safe endurance, means you will come back to B, but question says assume PNR engine failure. So here is the engine failure, so this will be on normal, this will be at reduced TAS. Is that okay? That's standard PNR. So first would be ground speed A2 PNR. Assumed wherever we have assumed PNR, okay? So track, this will be called out or home? Out. Track is 132. 132. Winds, which one? 26040. 26040. TAS, which TAS? A2 PNR is which TAS? Full 190. Ground speed would be, use your flight com please, 212 knots. This is the ground speed. Distance, how much? 571. This is the distance. This is the ground speed. How much time you will take to fly this distance? How much time you will take to fly this distance? 2 hours, 42 minutes. You got time. Fuel flow with full is given 1850 kg per hour. So flight fuel comes to 5006. Now engine failed as PNR. So you are coming back to A. You will obviously come on a reduced TAS. So ground speed PNR to A. This will be back home. Track would be reciprocal 312. 312. Winds would be 26040 knots. TAS. This time TAS will be reduced. 160. So you get ground speed 132 knots. Distance again 571. Time taken to fly this lag, come back to A point. 4 hours, 19 minutes. Fuel consumption is reduced this time 1450 622. Add the total fuel consumed. Total fuel 11,278 kg. So if my PNR is at CP, I should have total fuel of 11,278. But how much fuel I have? I have fuel available of 18,000 kg. Out of that, 1,000 is reserved. So 17,000 kg fuel I have. If my PNR is at CP, I am consuming only 11,200 something, which means PNR is definitely after CP. So this is sorted. Clear? Now everything is simple. Now we realize our PNR is of course after CP. This is the CP point. The distance between CP was 7. This was 571 nautical mile. What is the remaining distance? 879 nautical mile. So now we have figured out our PNR is definitely after CP. Assume the standard way ki PNR is lying at destination, and then the same way we'll go to CP to PNR on both engine, then PNR to CP. As per question, assume engine failure, come back to PNR. So ground speed, this will be CP to PNR. Track 132. Winds, which wind now we will use? You are already cleared, your PNR is after CP. So winds would be 300 something 60. 350 upon 60. Which TAS you will use? Full 180. Full TAS is? 190. So ground speed would be 234 is your ground speed. Now distance, what is the distance left out? 879. Ground speed you have, distance you have. What time you will take? 3 hours 45 minutes. Time you have, fuel consumption. Which fuel consumption you will take? Full or reduce? Full. 1850. So total fuel consumed would be 6937. Time is 3 hours 45. Fuel consumption full 1850. Can you make mistakes in a calculator as well? This is hilarious. How can you do a mistake on calculator? 45 into 1850 into 1850. 6937.5. Next, come back to CP. So ground speed, PNR to CP. Now track will be 312. Reciprocal track kitna hoga? 312. Winds again 35060. TAS reduce this time because you have engine failure at PNR. 160. Ground speed would be 108. Distance is 879. So 08 hours 08 minutes. Fuel consumption reduces 1450. So fuel use 11793. So now find out total fuel. Add both of them. Total fuel is 18730. And आपके पास fuel कितना है? 17,000. Means PNR will lie where? Sort of destination or after destination? For 18,000, 730 kg fuel. 18,730 kg fuel. PNR is at 879. So 1 kg of fuel PNR would be 879 upon 18730. So for how much? 17,000. 17,000 k. 879 upon 18730 into 17,000. 798 nautical mile is your DPNR. So we have already consumed fuel up to CP. How much fuel we have consumed up to CP? 11267. This much we have already consumed. So this will be subtracted from 17,000. So this will be 5733 kg. Now find out from the same method, elementary method. For this much fuel, PNR is 879. For 1 kg of fuel, this divided by 879. So for this much fuel into that 730. इससे माइनस करोगे वो ये वाला तो कितना आता है? So 270 आया है from CP to PNR. Up to CP distance already कितना निकाला था? 571. तो ये कितना हुआ? 840.